Good morning. It is May the 8th, 2017. Time to kick off another trading day, and the French election is now behind us. And I believe Pat Tabbitt said it aptly or wisely on Friday when he said it's probably a rumor fact trading situation. That's what it turned out to be so far. Good call, Pat. We'll start with our usual disclaimer. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. That is a mouthful. Okay, this is a classic rumor fact trading situation. The professional element of the market, including professional trading desks at primary dealers, etc., they set the market low enough on the news, and they're willing to trade from the long side. They're willing to absorb orders at that price. And you can see that we had a P in the overnight when we first started out in Asia, and this is Frankfurt time. That's London time right there. So a lot of times now you're going to have to get involved in the K or L period if you want to get the jump on London. And we have a P behind us right now. It's all going to get down. There is no news. It's all going to get down to which way the E-mini goes today. The high's probably not in on the E-mini off of this move. The overnight session high will be retested. The issue is, will it happen today or not? Don't know. The biggest news out overnight was the German factory order number beat the consensus estimate. China, France, and Germany's markets are lower. The FTSE, Hong Kong, Japan are higher, and we were this morning when I looked, we were like off 3/4 of a point from Friday's close. So people bought the close into the close on Friday in the stock indexes in anticipation of a Macron win, and he did win. And some of those people sold it on the pretty close to the opening last night. Globex opening, which in the stock market, which took us lower. So if the E-mini trades higher today, I imagine treasuries will suffer. Pretty clean break in the market at 16 right here. So 15 to 19 is sell 1. 23.27 sell 2. On the buy side, the break's at 6, so 4 to 8 is buy 1. 29 to 01 is buy 2. What if Macron feels like the dog that caught the car? What do I do next, right? Get rich. They all do. Yeah, Charlie, who is 8 months old now, Newfoundland puppy of my third daughter, weighs 85 pounds, and he is the puppy from hell. He does everything that puppies do, but weighing 85 pounds, he just does it better. And came out this morning. My bag of charcoal was ripped open and charcoal's all over the place. 2 planters were knocked over. One of them that I had to replant yesterday. He chewed up a piece of lumber in the backyard, so he was a busy boy from about 6 a.m. this morning till 7. But as crazy and as wild as that guy is, you can't help but like him. He's off the wall. Okay, on the bond, got a pretty clean break here at 12. So 12 to 16 is number 1. 1923, sell 1. 27.31, sell 2. If the E-mini sells today, we do not want to be short. Been a lot of good call buying over the last week in the 10-year. Breakdown here is 01 to 03. So we'll make the buck to 04. Number 1. Buy 25 to 29, buy 1. Buy 13 to 17, buy 2. Gold gap down, as did treasuries. The initial direction of all markets were just as expected. Gold and treasuries lower, the euro higher, stock indexes higher, and so the key is always follow through. And again, the professional element will trade at these levels. It's low enough that they can come in. They have absorbed all sell orders at the market that are there. That's the dynamic. There are no more sell orders. And they're long, so the market has to trade up first. This would have been a place that you'd expect it to stop. And you can see right here we have a 2-letter ledge right there. Then we extend the range up and go. Had a low volume number right here. If you don't think you know where the market's going before the fact, here's the attractor, the high volume number right there. As your V period high. You all have an advantage by just understanding structure and how to trade it. And Dane, who's been in the room a couple, 3 months, almost exclusively trades structure, these high volume and low volume numbers, which work very, very well in treasuries, and it works pretty good in gold. So here's our little dent up here, the next low volume number when we go past the high volume number, and it stopped the market, and we have that little single print there. We've got this low right here. So our 35 to 37 is sell 1. 39 to 41 is sell 2. Picking up this area right over here. Picking up that area right there. On the buy side, we'll make it 25, 27. Might have to pay up again. It just depends on what the E-mini is going to do. And then 20 to 22 for buy 2. All down to what the E-mini is going to do. Okay, now that France has stayed with the European Union, what comes next? How will France and Germany in the northern EU members pay for the southern members? And some of it would include France. So Macron's going to have his hands full. Okay, the low volume number is at 80. We're at 63, so 109.50. The idea that maybe the E-mini can rally a little bit this morning before that's resolved. 109.25. And then 109.75, sell 1. 110 even, sell 2. You know, I haven't read that book, but God almighty, Charlie is a handful. You got to love the guy, but what a beast. big dogs can do a lot of damage quickly, and when Charlie's fully grown, he's supposed to check in at about 150 pounds. I believe he's going to make it. Okay, crude oil. Iran responded to some Saudi Arabian comments about moving the war to Iran now after Syria. And that's probably going to happen. I doubt if Saudi Arabia will do it, but the Sunnis are lined up in force on paper, and it just depends on what the United States and their allies do as far as sanctions and the rest of it go on Iran. All that money, that $150 billion that we released, has gone into rebuilding or beefing up their military, so they're playing. So the Iranian, Syrian, Russian, Hezbollah, Shia link is there, and aligned against them are every Sunni government in the Middle East, with probably the notable exception of Egypt. And Egypt kind of always goes its own way. Okay, right there, 46.64 is the break in the market. Obviously 47 is too. We're at 46.10. So we've had a high of 46.60, 46.55, 46.35, and we're at 46.10. So 25 to 46.50 is sell 1. 46.75, 47 is sell 2. On the buy side, 45.75, 46, that's pretty aggressive, buy 1. We got this high volume number down here, which is, I think, a pretty good place to try and engage the market from the long side for buy 2. So 45.25, 45.50 for buy 2. And last but not least, the E-mini. And I think all our markets are going to swing today on which way the E-mini does trade. We just made a new contract high on the opening, so we've got the high up there at 2403.75. They'll retest that high. I don't know if they're going to do it today or not. If we take away the T period and start with W, you can see that we have a P down here. So we got a pretty good chance of getting back up there and retesting it. The old high of 2401, 2400 is going to be the first spot. That's 5 away. So 99 to 01 with our setups will be sell 1. And then 4, if we get up that high, they'll get stops above 2405, 2404, 2406 will be sell 2. No news to speak of here today. 90.92 buy 1. 85.87 buy 2. It's going to take a bit to get everything up and posted. I'm going to get busy on that. I will be back with you as soon as possible.